based foods with a big chunk, about 3/4, not cooked. Really important items like fruits, veggies, nuts, seeds, and sprouted grains are packed with nutrients and don't have a lot of calories. High nutrient content and no calorie loaded, low nutrient foods like those with refined sugars and flour help to lose pounds. And the belief that losing weight always equals better health can be challenged. With a raw food diet, you run a big risk of missing out on really important nutrients. This needs careful monitoring. A fun fact is that vitamin B12, mostly found in animal products, might be missing in this diet. Also, important minerals like iron, zinc, and omega-3 fatty acids might not be easy to get from a raw food diet, unlike a different diet that includes cooked foods. A different health problem that can come from the raw food diet is food safety. Usually, cooking is an important factor in helping your body absorb nutrients and killing any harmful microbes. Without cooking, you might catch foodborne diseases, mainly if you eat raw animal products. At the day's close, a really important question is, do all weight loss strategies work the same? Even though raw food diets trigger noticeable weight loss, you can't forget about the potential lack of enough nutrients and the increased chances of foodborne sickness. Sure, shedding pounds is part of the process, but it's super important to do it that makes sense, right? You get to keep all those really important enzymes and nutrients that usually go bye-bye when you cook. Mostly, you'll eat plants on this diet, but you do you. If you like raw meat or fish, you can eat that too. Don't freak out, you don't need to live on carrot sticks or anything. Try to build your meals with about 75% raw foods. Some good examples are fruits, veggies, nuts, seeds, sprouted grains, and legumes. Even foods that are slightly warmed or fermented count as raw. Isn't that neat? There are loads of ways to try this diet. It's not like one size fits all. You might know someone who only eats raw and vegan. I'd probably choose a vegetarian version and add some raw dairy or eggs. Of course, you could go whole hog, literally, and eat raw meat and fish. This diet is really creative. You don't just eat foods au natural. You can soak, sprout, dehydrate, juice, and much more. You won't just eat salads, promise. I've even seen some pretty tasty raw versions of pizzas, pasta, and desserts. Mind you, this has many uses beyond a food fad. It can definitely be healthy, but you have to be smart about it. Food safety is important, and you don't want to miss out on important things like protein, iron, calcium, vitamin B12, and omega-3 fatty acids. Here's something to remember. A raw food diet doesn't mean you only eat raw things. It's more about eating food that's untouched, unprocessed, and nutrient-dense. It's sort of a back-to-nature kind of diet. Who knew there was more to it than munching on a bunch of carrots, huh? Highlight the weight loss potential of raw food diet. Let's think about a diet that's full of fiber, but low in calories, specifically a raw food diet. Picture a plate that's packed with fresh fruits and veggies, all stuffed with water and fiber. This food is high volume, but the calories aren't as much as you'd think, which can ideally leave you feeling full. You should mix high-fiber foods into your daily meals. As these foods add bulk, they can slow down digestion and the way your body absorbs nutrients. The knock-on effect of this is feeling full for longer, which could potentially rein in your calorie intake. Add to this, the natural water in these foods can possibly fire up your metabolism. Can raw food diets lead to other health issues? A raw food diet has a heavy dependence on fruit and fats for calories, and that has some risks. Let's think about this. Lots of fruit sounds good, right? But it's more complicated. Sure, fruits are filled with vitamins and fiber. Sadly, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. These juicy treats don't offer everything your body needs. They're missing some really important proteins and minerals, like iron and zinc. You could end up malnourished without some extra supplements thrown in. Remember that eating a ton of fruit means digesting more sugar. Those fruits are packing fructose, which is a natural sugar that can cause problems if we chow down on too much. This could result in unexpected weight gain or even lead to insulin resistance, which is an early sign of diabetes. And don't get me started on the raw food diet's love for raw fats. Just because these fats, abundantly found in nuts and seeds, are healthy doesn't mean they're not packing calories. Pig out on too many, and you could end up gaining weight rather than losing it. Also, a diet top-heavy with fats might increase your chances of heart disease, especially if the fats are saturated. Really, who needs that? Don't get the wrong idea. Pounding fruits and fats isn't an unwavering rule of the raw food diet. Lucky for us, this diet can shake things up, adding more variety like legumes and grains, thus making sure the right balance of nutrients and when we say raw food diet, we mean food that's not processed, mostly organic and not cooked. Why? Well, cooking often softens the tough bits in foods, and raw food fans say it waters down both their nutrients and inherent enzymes. Eat raw veggies, and you'll get more vitamins and minerals, which could up your nutrient intake and metabolism. Isn't this what makes raw diets a serious contender for weight loss? But let me remind you, part control is as necessary in a raw food diet as it is in any other diet. All you can eat usually isn't a good thing. Cut calories if you want to drop some pounds. When you combine high fiber and low calories with feeling full longer and nutrient boosts, raw food diets seem like a promising way to lose pounds. Discuss potential nutrient deficiencies in raw food diets. A raw food diet might lead to nutritional deficiencies. Certain important minerals and vitamins are often found in cooked foods. Have you ever paused to think about vitamin B12? It's really important for nerve function and forming red blood cells. Exclude animal products from your raw food diet, and you might feel a hit from the lack of this nutrient. What about grains and cereals? Doesn't it ring a bell? These iron-rich foods are really important for making hemoglobin. It's the thing in red blood cells that helps oxygen get around your body. Skip these, and you could be looking at an iron deficiency. Another thing you could run short on when you take up this diet is calcium. This gets especially dicey if you say no to dairy products. That's where a regular diet gets most of its calcium from. You have to remember, a calcium shortage can make your bones